Hey, what's up, money mavens? Welcome back to the channel. If you're one of those investors who's used to cashing dividend checks every 3 months, you're probably nodding along thinking, yeah, that's just how it works. It's the standard playbook, right? But let's be brutally honest here. Waiting a whole quarter to see any return on your hard-earned cash can feel like an eternity. It's like planting a seed and staring at the dirt for months, hoping it'll sprout. Frustrating, isn't it? Your investments should be hustling for you, not lounging around on a 3-month vacation. So what if I told you there's a way to flip that tired old script and get paid every single week instead? Yep, you heard me. Weekly dividends hitting your account like clockwork, week after week, no delays. In today's video, I'm walking you and our buddy John through a game-changing strategy that breaks free from that traditional quarterly slog and unlocks a steady stream of income you can count on every 7 days. I've handpicked 12 high-yield dividend stocks that, when pieced together, create a cash flow machine that never skips a beat. I'll dive deep into why each stock's a rock star, how they sync up to keep the money pouring in, and stick around to the end, how this portfolio can dish out $300 to $400 a week, starting from the very first week you set it up. Ready to turn your investments into a relentless paycheck generator? Let's roll. Before we jump into the nitty-gritty, let's zoom out and ask the big question. Why dividend stocks in the first place? It's pretty simple when you think about it. You're putting your money into companies that don't just sit there, they pay you back, like a loyal tenant handing over rent every month, or in this case, every week. These aren't growth stocks where you're crossing your fingers for a big payday years down the line. These are income machines that reward you regularly for being a shareholder. With the right lineup, you can build a portfolio that pumps out cash consistently. And here's the best part. You don't have to sell a single share to see the profits. You just hold on, kick back, and let the dividends roll into your account like a steady paycheck. It's passive income at its finest. Your money's out there working a side hustle while you binge your favorite Netflix series. But let's pump the brakes for a sec and talk about what separates the winners from the losers in the dividend game. Yield's the flashy star. How much bang you're getting for every buck you invest. But it's not the only player on the field. Stability's the unsung hero. You don't want stocks that promise the moon one day and then slash their payouts the next, leaving you high and dry. Nor do you want companies that can't keep the cash flowing when the economy hits a rough patch. That's why I'm laser-focused on battle-hardened champs, companies with a proven track record, ironclad financials, and the muscle to weather market ups and downs. We're not gambling here. We're building a fortress of reliable income. So, how do you transform that slow quarterly drip into a weekly cash torrent? The magic's in the system. Forget relying on 1 or 2 stocks that only pay every 3 months. That's like waiting for a bus that's always late. Instead, I'm showing you how to orchestrate a dream team of 12 dividend-paying powerhouses, each with its own payout rhythm. By staggering their schedules, you've got cash landing in your account every single week. Not just once a quarter, not even once a month, but every 7 days. It's like choreographing a dance where every step's perfectly timed. One stock pays, then the next, keeping the rhythm alive all year long. Imagine this. Some stocks drop their dividends at the start of the month, others hit mid-month, and a few bring up the rear toward the end. Week after week, something's always popping into your account. It's smooth, it's predictable, it's downright brilliant. But I'm not just throwing darts at a board here. These 12 stocks aren't random picks. They've got 3 key traits. Sky-high yields to maximize your income, financial stability to keep the train on the tracks, and a mix of industries to spread the risk. Why the variety? If real estate stumbles, energy or finance can step up. If tech takes a hit, healthcare's got your back. Diversification isn't just a buzzword, it's your safety net, ensuring your cash flow stays steady no matter what Wall Street's mood swings throw at you. Now I know what you're thinking. This sounds like a ton of work. How am I supposed to figure all this out? Relax, I've got you covered. I've already rolled up my sleeves, dug through the market, and handpicked 12 top-tier stocks that fit this weekly income strategy like a custom-made glove. High yields? Check. Staggered payout dates? Check. A blend of sectors? Double check. I've done the heavy lifting, so you don't have to. You just get to sit back, follow along, and watch the cash stack up. Let's break it down into 3 payout groups, starting with the months that kick off your year: January, April, July, and October. These set the tone with a bang. Week 1's a beast, BGXETN, the Wells Fargo BDC Index Exchange Traded Note. Say that 5 times fast. This tracks business development companies, BDCs, that finance growing businesses, and it's rocking a massive 14.57% yield. It's like strapping a rocket to your income right out of the gate. Boom, you're off. Week 2, NHBA, National Healthcare's 7.375% preferred shares Series 8 tied to healthcare properties. It delivers a rock-solid 13.2% yield. Healthcare's a fortress sector. People need it rain or shine. So this keeps your cash flowing like a steady heartbeat. Week 3, CWPS, Conwest Associates Limited Partnership Units, with a 15.89% yield. It dives into leveraged BDCs funding smaller firms, a mid-month cash cannon with serious firepower. Week 4, TWWO, Two Harbors Investment Corp., a real estate investment trust, REIT, with a 13.46% yield. Focused on real estate assets, it wraps up the month with dependable dividends you can bank on. Next, we've got February, May, August, and November, adding more spice to your income stew. Week 1, AB Arbor Realty Trust Incorporated, another REIT champ in multifamily, commercial, and healthcare real estate. Its 14.26% yield blends stability with big payouts. Perfect if you're into property plays without the landlord headaches. Week 2, MABE AllianceBernstein Holding LP Units. This global asset manager dishes out an 11.39% yield, offering a smoother ride with steady growth. A great pick if you want balance over wild swings. Week 3, ARLP, Alliance Resource Partners LP, a master limited partnership MLP, in coal and natural gas. Its 11.32% yield brings energy into the mix. Yeah, it's riskier, but the reward's worth it. Week 4, HTGC, Hercules Capital Incorporated, a BDC targeting tech investments with a 10.61% yield. It's a steady finisher, mixing reliability with a dash of growth potential. Finally, March, June, September, and December, closing out the year with some heavy hitters. Week 1, SPQ, Simplify U.S. Equity plus QIS ETF, a hospitality-focused REIT with a monster 18.76% yield. Hotels are bouncing back post-pandemic, making this a high-octane starter with serious juice. Week 2, WHF Whitehorse Finance, a BDC financing mid-market firms with a 15.51% yield, pure, dependable cash flow. Week 3, TREN Trinity Capital Incorporated, a BDC in venture debt and equity, rocking a 12.9% yield, striking that sweet spot between risk and reward. Week 4, SCIN Scion Investment Corp. with a 12.38% yield, targeting small to mid-sized businesses, a steady closer with room to grow. These 12 aren't just stocks. They're your income dream team, blending high yields, stability, and variety into a portfolio that pays every week. Let's get practical. How do you pull this off? Step 1. Figure out your investment size. The ideal play? $120,000, $10,000 per stock. That keeps it balanced, so no single stock hogs the spotlight, and maximizes your weekly haul. Don't have $120,000 lying around? No biggie. Start smaller, say $1,000 each for $12,000 total, and scale up as you reinvest those dividends. This strategy's flexible. It grows with you. Step 2. Timing's everything. Buy each stock just before its ex-dividend date, the cutoff to snag the next payout. Miss it, and you're waiting another cycle. BGX might pay early January, NHBA mid-month. Check the calendars and pounce. Step 3. Diversify and monitor. Spread across real estate, energy, finance, and healthcare, and keep an eye on performance. Companies can stumble, yields shift, stability wavers, so tweak as needed. But this lineup's built to last. Now the moment you've been waiting for. What's the cash flow look like? With $120,000 split evenly, $10,000 per stock. You're pulling in $300 to $400 a week. averaging $1,200 monthly or $14,400 yearly in pure passive income. It's not perfectly even. Some weeks hit $370, others dip to $320. But the point is, you're never twiddling your thumbs for months. Let's map it out. January, BDGX, $363, NHBA, $330, CWPS, $397, TWWO, $336, total $1,426. February, AB, $356, MABE, $284, ARLP, $283, HTGC, $265, around $1,188. March, SPQ, $469, WHF, $387, TREN, $322, SCIN, $310, a hefty $1,488. The pattern rolls on. April mirrors January, May matches February, delivering $300 to $400 weekly all year. With $10,000 each, those yields 14.57%, 13.2%, etc. translate to real dollars. BDGX's $1,457 yearly splits into quarterly $363, and so on. Scale to $5,000 each? Have it, $150-$200 weekly. Reinvest, and it snowballs. Why is this a total game changer? Traditional dividend investing locks you into that quarterly slog, or worse, yearly payouts. It's like waiting for a snail to cross the road, painfully slow. With this, you're cashing in weekly from day one, no delays, just a paycheck vibe 4 times a month. It's your investment saying, hey, I got you. Want to take it further? Reinvest those dividends and watch your income climb. $400 becomes $500, $600, and beyond. Curious how to turn $20 a week into $6,000 monthly dividends? Click the video on screen. I've got the blueprint. Love this cash flow hack? Smash that like button, tell me your favorite stock below, and let's keep the money train rolling together.